Yeah, might as well. There we go. Perfect. We got a marker right here.
Excellent. Oh, it don't matter. There wasn't one down there, no. This keeps the cabinet from overheating. This has some more heat devices in here than that one. This is a DOAS unit, dedicated outdoor air system. I believe, does a bathroom exhaust come through this too?
Automatic.
You don't know? Okay.
Yeah.
Inside this cabinet, guys, like the rooftop, is all your controls. But what is different on this one compared to the rooftop is they have freak drives that control your supply fan and exhaust fan, where that one didn't. Again, though, not much to these. When you turn off the control mode, lock out, tag out power, go through and do all your electrical connections. If you see, they still have the same devices, like the phase monitor that we talked about, that has that there. Fuses are the same. Give all the wires a little pull. Up at the top, the overloads, just like that one. The overloads, if one ever does trip on you, shut the unit down softly, kill power at the disconnect, then reset your overload. Don't do it with power live.
Okay.
Yeah, check all your electrical connections in this cabinet. Away you go. We'll keep moving on this side. The bird screens, like the rooftop had, the bird screens for air coming in. Obviously, just unscrew the little supports at the top, drop them out and wash them in water. And I'm going to walk around the other way and we'll open up doors on the back side.
Okay.
Everything was floating.
Someone grab that bucket.
You worried about that, Kurt?
Want a bucket?
That little bucket that fits over there.
I'm not a big fan of PE.
All fresh stuff. We love fresh.
This has a dead, because it's a DOAS unit, has an energy wheel. Can you guys see that? With the red belt around it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, green belt.
Okay.
That's a gear motor in there. There's no oil or grease for the gear motor.
How long the belt last? It should last forever.
It should
right?
last forever, really. But we have not had it.
Yeah.
If you guys keep the filters clean. This thing works the best if you keep, see how there's filters on the top,
Yeah.
filters on the bottom, and here too.
See?
Keep them all clean. You might end up changing these a lot more than what you normally would, because
Protect that belt, right?
protect the belt, protect that
motor?
wheel, because that wheel has a filament on it that you'd have to pull that whole thing out and take a hose and some gently water clean it, which you don't want to do, because then you could end up damaging the wheel and could be problems. So the easiest thing to do is keep your filters clean.
Okay.
How often should we change the filters?
I can't answer that because every job's different. If they were building a big trash mound right there, you would do it almost every other week. If you're in a clean environment around, month. Just can't answer that. Yeah.
Eventually, Kirk will eventually schedule that. You know,
Yeah. We get everything.
Excel sheet on
Some of the guys saw this, some of you guys didn't, but these filters all pull out and change. Pre-filter, final filter. Again, with this tight, make sure that's nice and tight. Make sure your blades are all clean. Because if something gets stuck, you're gonna might have more outside air come in than what you really want. Could cause some problems.
Ooh,
That needs to be greased.
ECM, right?
This is your supply fan.
Yeah, that needs
Notice there's two Zerk fittings, one on each end of the motor.
yeah.
Front bearing, back bearing.
Right,
Yep.
yeah, these things.
Yep. Just
Awful
one.
grease those.
Just one squirt every 6 months.
Okay.
You don't have to go crazy on it. You can over grease them. You guys know that, right? You
Yep.
can blow out bearings.
Yep.
Don't over grease.
One of the drop.
Nobody ever does it, but the right way to do it, you take out the set screw. There's a bottom screw.
We do that.
Do you guys?
Oh, yeah. We do that.
Oh, okay.
Pull
Good.
the relief,
Then do that.
grease it
Yeah.
properly, so it'll get clean
Yeah.
grease.
Good. Good. Make sure all this stuff stays clean too, guys. It will if you keep your filters clean. There's set screws right there. See those? There's 3 of them. Make sure they're nice and tight for the wheel to the shaft.
Oh, right there.
Yep. Check your electrical connections in your motor when you do all your other electrical connections. Just a 1/4 inch nut driver.
I like that. They got these little, put this gets in bounce.
Yeah, it gives a little floating. And right below it, I can't really see where you're at now, but there's a heat exchanger. It's right there. And we'll get to that when we get back on the other side. Good?
Wow. Yep.
Do you guys have a maintenance plan? Like you do quarterly, monthly, bi-monthly?
Maintenance plan? Yeah. Every
Okay.
3 months.
Every 3 months?
Every 3 months. Depending on, like I said, the construction and the dust.
Yeah, there's been a lot around here for a couple years.
There's a lot.
Yeah.
So, each building is different too, you know. Each building varies.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Micro channel, we talked about that, cleaning these condenser coils on the other rooftop. You take this.
This is one you take on the
Yeah,
drawing.
the other one is a little smaller.
Yeah.
But this one you take all this off and you go from the inside out with gentle hose, no pressure washer, no chemical cleaners, just gentle water. It's a micro channel coil and it's very, very fragile. And on top is that condenser fan and ECM motor, no belts, no grease, moves at different speeds.
Oh, there you
And we're going to talk about these. Really touch a little. I might need that bucket again.
This basically is for support.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
supporting it. Ain't going anywhere. As you notice, a little few
It's a bit different in there.
different components.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got copper in there.
Got a what?
Copper.
That's the freak drive for the freak driven compressor. That blue Danfoss compressor that you may or may not be able to see. That will run at different speeds as well for cooling. No maintenance on that, just to check your electrical connections. In your burner compartment, just like over there, how we had multi-stages,
Mhm.
same thing with this one. This one is your modulating stage. This will go from like 1/2 inch up to 3.5. And then once more heat is needed, this will come on low fire. And then if that still ain't enough, high fire. Then you'll have all of it working 100%. But you're not going to have them all working 100% all the time. And then this motor ramps up and down based on demand. Spark ignition, flame
signal.
sensors. Yep.
Flame sensor.
There's a light code on those where those red lights are, on the red light on the black devices. If you had a flame failure or something happened with the gas, it'll blink a code. It's written up there, right on the sticker, on the front sticker. And it's also in the manual as well. Questions? Obviously your gas line, your shut-off's right there. Good.
What kind of static pressure you guys running on the door? You got some pretty big tramps on this.
That's up to the balancer. He had 77% for me set this today. And I don't know what that equals to CFO. Yeah, it is a little excessive. The book does tell you to read the pressure and size it accordingly, but
Yeah, that's why they got you running pretty high.
yeah.
You're saying
Oh,
earlier-
you know what?
you're saying earlier when
Yeah, did you? Yeah, because they will freeze.
Yeah,
Take the cap off and just pour some antifreeze in there. Or take it off, but I really don't recommend that because sometimes they get lost
Right,
over
yeah.
winter. Well, any questions, ladies and gentlemen?
Yes, sir.
Anybody want to turn this back on then? Anybody else different?
I turned it on last time.
You want this over there to help get up?
Yeah.
They can, if you could, there are ambient lockouts at 25 degrees. But I doubt you'll ever see that. Because they'll also open up outside air filters. I think it's designed to put out 70-degree air all the time, 24 hours. 365 days, 24 hours. That's why that heat wheel helps absorb the heat from the space and puts it back into the supply. Some units is 60 degrees, some is 70. It's all job specific. It does it automatically. It's already set up for it. No, they do it by discharge. Got it?
Auto net.
Auto net. Now hit the back button near the, yep. And what mode is it in? Or unit state?
Hold on, let's see. Off man.
Did you go to control mode?
Second.
Wait, I'm gonna look at control mode.
Control mode off.
Sorry about that?
Off.
You're all right. Control mode's off right now.
Yep.
Then you hit the enter button. Change it to auto net.
Oh, okay, there we go. Auto net.
Enter. And then scroll up and you should see it change to start. Yep, there you go.
Yeah. Okay.
It's gonna run and then eventually this is going to
Unit status start. Okay.
let's leave that door open because I'm gonna do some, actually, no, we can close that up.
Close it up.
Yeah, I got my screwdriver here.
make the city use oil.
It's up to you, gentlemen and ladies. If you want to do, go downstairs now, or do the rest of them up here?